guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about how I get my student visa here in Australia. Most of my friends have been asking me, have been messaging me on how I get my student visa here in Australia. So I'm going to let you know how I do it, okay? So first things first. before I always do a big decision, I do always pray. Yeah, I'm very strong with my faith. So whenever I got to do a very big decision, I always cry out my heart. Yeah, I always bring it into prayer, especially if like takukay siya nga decision. I always put it up all to God. So I know that eventually when it is God's will, well, you can always have it. So that's just it. Okay, so I'm also going to grab this opportunity to thank my friend Angel Valles. Yeah, Angel, she's the one who encouraged me to be here. She's the one who has always been telling me na come here, do something for yourself, try something new. I mean, you're in the right age to decide something for yourself and stuff like that. So she has been encouraging me, and that time she's like 4 years, 5 years. She's already here for about 5 years, but we do have other friends who has been here, then they're doing fine here. So I was struggling with something back in the Philippines, so it's emotionally charot. Angel has always been so persistent in encouraging me rather to be here. So after praying for some strength of making the decision, I then was able to talk to Angel and then ask her what are the things, and then she guided me through. So the first thing is she introduced me with her agent, so education immigration agent. So they're here, but they were Filipinos, so it's much easier to talk to them. Although they're a little bit pricey, but in everything, there's no hassle anymore. So they helped me through. They helped me prepare the papers. All I have to do is to comply the things that they needed for me to submit, and then they process everything else. So the first thing that the immigration agent made me do is to submit my resume. So what's the resume for? The resume is for the agent to process things pag-abot ni ani. So your resume should be their guide on which school you're going to enroll here, which course that you're going to enroll. That would be their basis. Well, you need to have your resume because it's through your work experience, through your educational background. It is where they're going to connect why you have to study here. That's the second one. The next thing that you're going to prepare is the GTE, okay, or the Genuine Temporary Entrant. So all applicants for student visa must all applicants for student visa must show they are coming to Australia temporarily. Okay, so that's what the main thought of your GTE, that you're coming here just temporarily, okay, just to gain a quality education. Just that's the first requirement of the GTE. So as an applicant, you are going to write a personal statement addressing the requirements of the Genuine Temporary Entrant. So as an applicant, you are required to write this in English. What evidence and information to include in your GTE statement. So you are going to put your previous study because it's personal, right? It's personal statement. that you are going to write in your GTE. So the first one is your previous study. So the academic transcripts showing your qualification achieved, and then the name of the education providers, example, the school that you were with before, and then how long have you studied, and then the certificates of attainment. So those are the things that is needed for the previous study. And then you should also put there another is gap in previous study. So this is all about the reasons why there is a gap from your previous study, including where did you not maintain your enrollment. So from example, what did you do? Example, I graduated 2004 and then I applied in 2019. So there is 5-year gap, right? So what are the things I did during the year's gap? So that's the gap in previous study. All right. Another thing is current employment. That's your current employer, the company's address, the period of employment, and then details of your position with your employment, of course, the name and contact details of someone who can confirm the circumstances of your employment. So they really needed a reference to whom they could contact back where you are about your employment. And then one of the most important thing that they would really look at your GTE is the ties to home or country of residence. So this is the evidence of your finances, and then family and social ties, how close you were with your family. And then I need to emphasize that in your GTE, you need to show you have significant incentives to return home. That's really important. That's one of the most important thing that you should state in your GTE. Why? Because Australia needs to be assured that you're not staying here. So because you are employed back where you belong, I'm kidding. So because you are employed back home, so of course you should always put it there, the potential employment offers, including the salary and then the benefits that you are getting from the course that you are enrolling here. So example, I need to enhance my knowledge in dealing with kids because the job, I could get a better job back in the Philippines if I had this kind of knowledge, if I had this kind of skills. So that thing should be also included there. Next, your potential situation in Australia. When you come to Australia, you should know where you're going. You should know the kind of living that you're going to have. Example, you should present a strong incentive to stay here in Australia. The kind of living that you are expecting, or the kind of living that you are going to live with, and then the level of knowledge that you are going to gain. And then previous study and qualifications, planned living, as I said, a planned living arrangement. How are you going to live here? How are you going to cope here? Because it's totally different back home, right? So those are the things that you are going to prepare. And then value, of course, to your future. So what's the value of having this education? What's the value of this course for the future? What's the benefit that I'm getting when I go back home? Always emphasize in a genuine temporary entrant that I'm doing this in Australia to do this at home. I'm doing this because I want to be better if I go back to my work at home. Okay, so that's the really basic thing that you should put in mind in writing your GTE. Next thing that I prepared is finances. Yeah, it's not too much. Why I say that it's not too much? Because when my friends came here, they have to have the show money They need to have millions to show the Australian government that they are financially capable, to show the Australian government that they are financially stable. Okay, but luckily during my time, I only need not millions but thousands. Yeah, I needed only the amount just to pay for the visa, to pay for the school, to pay for the education immigration agent, so to pay especially for my health insurance. So to sum it up, it doesn't reach millions, but still a big amount though. Pero dili jud siya as hard to get as like my friends back before, that they have to secure millions in their bank account just to show that I have this money in my bank account. So during my time, I was just so lucky, and no lucky, I'm blessed. I am so blessed that there isn't a show money during my time. But time to time, I'm not also saying that it would always be like that, because time after time, the immigration here changes requirements in every visa that they are issuing. Yeah. That's really the truth. They always change from time to time, so just update yourself with the things that you are going to need for the requirements that they will be needing, okay, for you to provide your visa. So after all those things, I just have my I just have my education immigration agent. So they are the ones who process everything. They just update me, and then I'm still working back in the Philippines, so I just waited. And then to tell you, I'm as I said, when you pray and then God willing, well, you will always have it. So I got my visa lodged on the same day, and it got approved on the same day. Yeah, that's how God works in me. So the help of my education immigration agent, so I was able to process everything. But then everything, I just said like, God, if this is really your will for me, then maybe I could get there. If it's not, then it's okay. I wouldn't be losing anything. At least I've tried. So I got it because God allowed me to be here. God brought me here. So that's it. I think that's it. If you have questions, you are free to message me. You are free to comment down and then ask me if you have some clarifications. Maybe I could help you through, and then I could also share you my education immigration agent. I'm telling you, they're a bit pricey, but don't hustle at all. Like, they will help you through everything. That's the best thing that I can do for you. But remember, when you get here, it's not really easy. Yeah, it's not easy. So maybe you find it easy and how I say it this time because I'm here now, but it's not really totally. When I got here, I was thinking that maybe I had the wrong decision. I made the wrong decision of leaving my permanent work and just being here. And I worked really hard. I cried. I cried for how many times that I can't get I can't get any job that I wanna have. So it's for the start, it's really so hard. But I know that we Filipinos have really is really resilient and is really courageous and do things. I know how much we love our work and how we do our best in everything. So I think this is it. I have to stop here, but yeah, you can comment down for questions that you want to ask. I might be able to help you. And then don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel. See you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being with me. Mwah.